Okay, we're doing another episode of Tough Love. Now, this one actually has a lot of love in it because this is something, and it's a big reason why I have this channel. It's something that keeps me awake a lot. The perception of what people think they can accomplish in life is often based on what their parents have taught them. Okay. That's why sometimes I'll talk to people and they're like, yeah, of course, I'm going to do this, this, and this to get to the home ownership, or they're filling out an application. Everything's perfect day one. Why is this? Are they better people? No, they were just educated from an earlier age about how to get from point A to point B, right? Or, they had someone in their life who maybe didn't have the financial education, but taught them that they can accomplish anything they want. They installed that belief in them that anything is possible, right? Not all Americans have this benefit. And that's really the greatest benefit. So look, this channel exists to tell you guys who never were taught how to get from point A to point B, how to get there. For the people who were taught how to get from point A to point B, how to do that in this market. This channel is designed to give you guys the education. Now, what this channel also needs to do, and what I've been working on for the last few years, it needs to give you guys the hope and the belief that you can do anything. Okay? Let me make a couple disclaimers. Can you go out and murder someone? No, we're not moving into a life of crime, guys. But there are I've had a couple clients where they're like, I never thought I would own a house. I never thought it was in the cards. I never thought it was a possibility until I fell into your channel. And that's what you guys need to know. The belief that you can't have a house or you will never have a house is not a reality. It's something that's been fed to you, probably from a pretty young age. It's not always the parents' fault. Sometimes it's the media, right? You've got the media saying, no one in America can buy a bullshit, right? It's all headline grabbing stuff. But if you grew up surrounded by people saying, we're not the type of people that get a house, that's not for us, you may have that feeling in your head for the rest of your life, even though it's the furthest thing from the truth. I've talked to people who have great jobs, money in the bank. They still feel like they will never get a house because they were told at an early age, we're not the type of people that can get a house. Well, I'm here to tell you every type of person is the type of person that can get a house. Period. It's so simple. And I know saying it's so simple is like, people are like, oh, that's condescending. No, guys, it's not. It is the truth. There are so many programs out there. And even if your financial world is a mess, if it's total chaos and just misery right now, you can fix it. You can. All people can fix their situation. You really can. Okay? And sometimes people go, well, you're talking from a place of privilege. No, I am talking from a place of watching people do it every single day. I have had some clients where we first looked at their file and I was like, this is going to take you 3 years. This is what you need to do. And it was a mess, guys. We're talking no stable income, no money, no credit score. But you know what's interesting? And by no credit score, I meant bad credit score with lots of collections. What's interesting is that when you talk to someone and you tell them, hey, you can get a house. I need you to do this, this, and this. There's a lot of people that listen to that because all they have needed their entire life is for someone to say, hey, you can do this. Let's get from point A to point B. Here's how. That may be all you need. You may be thinking, I am hopeless. I can never buy a house. You may just need someone to say, you can, but you got to get from point A to point B, and then let's go. I've seen it a lot, guys, a lot, okay? And I'm actually thinking of some of the buyers who we've worked with just this year where the files have been really rough, and we've said, you need this, this, and this. And guess what they've done? This, this, and this, because all they needed was someone to tell them what needed to be done. Stable employment? Check. Okay, didn't realize that jumping around was an issue, didn't realize that doing 2 part-time gigs was not the same as doing 1 full-time, just a little bit of education. Here's how we get from point A to point B. Bad credit, okay, gotta clean it up. Got to start paying attention to that. There's a whole subculture in our country where it's like, why would you pay your bills on time? That's for stupid people. Yeah, got to get away from that subculture. Got to get into the culture of, hey, let's start paying this stuff off. Let's figure out a game plan. The collections and stuff that are bad, let's get rid of them. And look, I am not a credit expert. I always refer to a credit expert. I don't get kickbacks or anything creepy. Please don't do, oh, I can't name them, I'll get sued. But, there's some big services that say they're going to help you with your credit. They never do. Thinking of them now. For any of you that are telepathic, I am sending you the name. Okay, anyways, so they just needed to know they needed to do that and who to call, right? Because how are you guys supposed to determine who's a safe person to call with credit repair? Credit repair is like run to a large extent by like the biggest swindlers in America. Like every single person trying to make cash fast is basically a credit repair expert. Look, we have a guy that we've been referring to for 8 years. Great guy, Ken. Ken at Scorewell. A lot of you guys have worked with him. If you've worked with him, drop a comment, okay? Assets. A lot of times it just comes down to budgeting, the B word that no one wants to talk about. But sometimes it's not like you guys are even not trying to budget. You just don't know where to go or how to do it. Mint.com makes that so easy. Anyone can do it. It doesn't cost you money. It will change your life. But here's what you guys need to know, and I cannot stress it enough. You can buy a home, okay? You may need to put in some work, but we can tell you what you need to get from point A to point B. There is no these types of people or we're the type of people that don't get houses. That is not a thing. That is something that if you were told that early in your life, I am very, very sorry that your family was in a position where they felt like that was your future. That is not your future. It is not. So do not accept it. Do not accept that your future is to be lesser than anyone else. Okay? Getting a little fiery, but it's something I'm very passionate about because, there are so many loan programs that will get you into a house. And, people go, oh, you're a mortgage lender. You just want to get everyone. Look, I want people to be happy and successful and financially empowered and educated. That is what I want, and a lot of times the reasons why people are even scared to call us, like they're scared to call us, don't be scared to call us, is because they've had this negative talk in their head since they were 2. And it's just so tragic because it's like, I don't think as parents, anyone understands how much our kids are sponges, right? But it's like to have your whole life think that you can't have something you can because of that. I don't think so, guys. That's not the game I play, and that's not what I think you should do. So look, if you feel like you're never going to be able to own a house and you need a game plan, just reach out. Don't be ashamed. Don't be scared. You can talk with Sandy. You can talk with Alyssa. If you're real scared, guys, text me, okay? I'm at 707-478-0637 with my text calls. If you literally say, Jen, I'm real scared. My parents were telling me I can't buy a house. Let's talk. I will always make time to help you guys get to the finish line, okay? So anyways, I hope this video has been helpful. As always, I am licensed in 48 states to do mortgages. I want to help you guys hit your goals. I don't want your life to be ruined by negative talk. Life is too short to have that type of self-doubt that honestly, look, you were a baby, you're a small kid, your life wasn't etched out the minute you were born. Your life is whatever you make of it. So thanks for watching, guys.